Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you, students? Today we will study physics and we will do the numericals of chapter number 3, class first year. So in first numerical, if you can see, an object travel 60 meter in the in first 6 seconds. So here it is written in the first second 60-meter distance have been covered. So if you see to this 60 meter in the first 6 seconds. So this is the first 6 seconds and cover a distance of 60 meter. This is the first and then keeps uniform motion. Here the graph is a vertical line. So the velocity is uniform. Velocity is uniform. Uniform motion per 9 seconds. So time is 9 seconds. It is written as T2. And motion is velocity is uniform. So we will find distance during this journey in the last 10 seconds. So this represents a duration of 1 second of the journey. It decelerates uniformly to rest. Final velocity is 0. Final velocity is 0. Here final velocity is 0. Find the maximum speed attained in the journey. So you have to find maximum speed during this journey and total distance traveled. This and this during these journeys. Distance traveled in 10 seconds. In the second time, this is the third time, time 6 seconds, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. Final velocity is 0. Now first we will find maximum speed. So here the initial velocity is 0 and we have to find the final velocity. We have to find the final velocity. So total distance is equal to d1. This is the formula which is used for the total distance. So d1 is given, distance for this journey is given, distance for this journey we have to calculate, and for this journey also we have to calculate. So first we will use this formula. This is equal to Vt. This is equal to Vt. We will find the distance. So in first case during this journey, d1 is equal to v average into t. V average is equal to initial velocity and final velocity divided by 2. So d1 is equal to this, d1 is equal to v divided by 2 into t. d1 is 60 meter. It is given. v we have to calculate, and time is also given. It is 6 seconds. So after simplification we will get v is equal to 20 meter per second. So I will give you the summary. In the first case, d1 is given, which is 60 meter, and time for this distance is 6 seconds. We have to find velocity. V average is equal to V maximum. We have to find this velocity. So we use the formula S is equal to V average into T. V average into T. So T is equal to V average is equal to T divided by S is equal to V average. I will erase this and will write again. So First we will do what? We will write data. This data is for first case, for this journey. We should find V maximum during this journey. So you will write S is equal to V average into T. V average is equal to S divided by T. And V average itself is the sum of initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. Initial velocity is 0 and V final is 0 plus V divided by 2. So V average is equal to V maximum and is equal to V divided by 2. So in place of average, you will put this value. You will put this value. You will find distance, time. By using the equation, you will solve this numerical. Now, in the second distance, speed is uniform. Speed is what? Uniform, which is equal to 20 meter per second. Time is 9 seconds. Time is 9 seconds. So distance, which is d2, is equal to vt. V is 20 multiplied by 9, 180 meter. Now in the third case, we have to find the final velocity is 0. Final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Initial velocity is 20 meter per second. So we take the average. So V average is equal to Vi plus Vf divided by 2. So V average, I will write the value directly. 20 plus 0 divided by 2 is equal to 10 seconds. So average distance is equal to, average velocity is equal to 10. Time is 10 seconds. Distance is 100 meter. So total distance curve, by using this formula, you will find the total distance. Now next, an object is traveling with a constant acceleration of 10 meter per second. So acceleration is constant, which is a 10 meter per second, which is 10 meter per second. So here you will write the acceleration. How much distance will it travel in the third second of its journey? An object is traveling with a constant acceleration of 10 meter per second square. How much distance will it travel in the second of its journey? So distance traveled in third second we have to calculate. You can write the equation like this also. So here acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Final acceleration, initial velocity is 0. So we have to find the distance traveled in the third second. So first we will find the distance in the first second. So using this equation, this is equal to VIT plus half IT square. You will find the distance traveled during first second. So in place of VI, we write 0. So this term will become 0. So here we will write 0 in place of this. 1 divided by 2. In place of acceleration, we will write 10 meter per second square. And time is 1 second, so write 1 second. So you will calculate the distance covered during in the first second. Then by putting using same equation, S is equal to del t and t is equal to 2 seconds. You will find the distance traveled during the second. By using simply S is equal to VIT plus half AT square. This equation. Vi is 0, so this term will become 0. Plus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by during second, which is 2. square, you will write it, you will get nearly 20 meter. So this is distance traveled during the second. By using the same equation, you can calculate the distance traveled during third second. Due to initial velocity, which is 0, this term will become 0. And this is, in place of time, you will write 3. This is the distance traveled during the first 3 seconds. So in the first 3 second distance is 45 meter, using this formula, 45 meter. In 2 seconds, 20 meter is traveled. So from 2 to third second, 25 meter is covered. Now, a helicopter is ascending vertically at a speed of 19.6 meter per second. Is ascending. So this is the initial velocity. Height is 156.8 meter. Height is 156.8 meter above the ground. A stone is dropped. How long does the stone take to reach the ground? So time taken by the stone to reach, this is question mark, we have to calculate. That stone is dropped from helicopter at a point A. First stone will move upward to point B due to inertia, then falls down and strikes the point on the point C on the ground. This is point A. Helicopter is moving in the upward direction with a velocity of 19.6 meter per second, and a stone is dropped from point B. A stone is dropped from point B. So, in coming to point C, distance travel is this one. Distance travel is this one. Helicopter is ascending vertically at a speed of 19.6 meter per second. So, now, time taken to move from point A to B is T1. So, from this point to this point, time is T1. And time taken by stone to move from B to A, this is T2. Time taken by stone to move from A to C is T3, which is the sum of the two. T1 plus T3, T2. Now, we will, now using first equation of motion, V is equal to Vi plus AT. V is 0, Vi is equal to 19.6 meter per second, A is negative, because initially the body is moving in the upward direction, from point A to B, and then moving in the downward direction to point C. So V is 0, Vi is 19.6, and minus G T1. So T1 is equal to 2 seconds. This is T1 is equal to 2 seconds. Now T2 is equal to T1 is equal to 2 seconds from second equation of motion. S is equal to H, which is 156.8 meter. V is 19.6 meter per second. A is equal to G, which is this value. Using this equation, you can calculate the value. But after simplification, you will get this equation. The equation after putting the value is this one. Dividing this equation by 4.9, you will get the simplified form, which is this one. Then by factorization, you will get the value T3 is equal to 4 seconds, T3 is equal to minus 8. Negative time is not possible, so T3 is equal to 4 seconds. So total time is equal to T1, T2, T3, which is 8 seconds. Which is 8 seconds. Now, the third equation we will solve graphically. Using the following data, draw a velocity time graph for a short journey on a straight level road of a motorbike. So, values of velocity is given. This is the values of velocity. and this is recorded in different interval of time. Use the graph to calculate initial acceleration, final acceleration, distance traveled. We plotted the graph, this one. For 30, there is 10 seconds. 0, 0. So 0 velocity, 0. This is 10, velocity is 10, velocity is 10, time is 30. And this, so we should calculate acceleration here. Here we have to calculate the acceleration and distance during this journey. So first initial acceleration, final acceleration, distance travel. During this journey we will calculate final acceleration. During this journey we will calculate initial acceleration and the distance traveled during the whole journey. So acceleration is equal to change in velocity into change in time. So first, this is 20, which is the final velocity. This is the 0, which is the initial velocity. C, initial velocity, final velocity during this journey. I will erase it and we to understand. Here the initial acceleration. Here is the final. Final is 20, initial is 0. Time is 60 seconds. Time is 60 seconds. So this is the value. During part BC, we have to find the acceleration. So back to the diagram. Here the initial velocity is 20, and the final velocity is 0. So 0 minus 20, 0 minus 20 and 30 seconds. So this is the value. Total distance is d. Total distance is d, and distance is equal to area of triangle AOB plus area of this triangle plus area of last triangle. Back to the diagram. Now, distance traveled during this triangle, during this rectangle, and during this triangle. We will calculate distance traveled, which is area of triangle, area of rectangle plus area of last triangle. This is the formula of area of triangle. This is the formula of rectangle. This is the formula of triangle. You will get the actual value. Or otherwise, do it as home assignment. Area of trapezium. Trapezium is equal to 1 divided by 2 sum of parallel side. AB plus OC. Area of trapezium 1 divided by 2 area of parallel side AC, it's AB plus OC. Area is equal to 1 divided by 2 AB plus OC multiplied by distance between, the perpendicular distance between these two. Perpendicular distance between these two. I will write here 1 divided by 2 AB plus OC and multiplied by AD. You can find the area. This side, which is 150 minus 160, it's 90. In timing, its width is 90. Here the width is 180 plus 180 divided by 2 multiplied by 20. The vertical distance between these two lines is 20. You will get the answer. Do it as home assignment. Now, a proton moving with a speed of this is the speed of proton. Thickness, thickness of sheet of paper through which it passes is this 0.20 centimeter, 0.020 centimeter. Speed is this one, final speed is this one, final velocity. Acceleration is, deceleration is, find the deceleration. So initial velocity, thickness, final velocity, acceleration, we have to find the acceleration and time. For acceleration, use third equation of motion, and for timing, use the first equation of motion. You will get the values. So 2as is equal to v square minus vi square. You will use for acceleration this equation. So you will write a is equal to v square minus vi square divided by 2s. And for timing, use v is equal to vi plus at. T is equal to vf minus vi divided by a. You can solve this equation. Now 3.6, a constant force changes the speed of 80 kilogram sprinter from 3 meter per second to this. This is mass written here. This is initial velocity, final velocity, timing is this one, find acceleration. Using equation of impulse, F cross T is equal to P minus Pi, P minus Pi. So find acceleration of MAT is equal to MVI, MVF minus MVI divided by MA divided by MA. I will do again. Use the equation of impulse. Force is equal to F cross T is equal to mvf minus mvi. So A is equal to mvf minus vi divided by T and m. In place of m, put m is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. So by using equation, mass is given, initial velocity is given, final velocity is given, time is given, so you can find acceleration, which is 2 meter per second. Next, a 4 kilogram mass. A 4 kilogram mass, the mass is 4 kilogram. This is the mass. Traveling with a speed of 2 meter per second. This is speed. Strikes a rigid wall and rebounds elastically. If the ball is in contact with the wall for this time, what is the momentum imparted to the wall? So, and the average force exerted on the wall. This time is given, velocity is given, momentum imparted, we have to calculate, and we have to calculate the average force. So for momentum, we will use P is equal to mv, which is here, and rebounds. So when rebounds, momentum in this direction is 8 Newton second. Rebounds with the same momentum, with the same momentum. So this is the final momentum, which is -8, because direction, opposite direction. This is the initial momentum. Del P is the change in momentum. Pf minus Pi is equal to -8 is equal to -16 Newton second. This is the momentum imparted to the wall. The negative sign represents the direction. So you can take its positive value also. Now, F is equal to del P divided by del T. Momentum imparted is 16 and time is 0.05 second. So the answer is 320 Newton. The maximum height gained by a projectile is 300 meter. This is the maximum height of projectile. If it travels a range of 800 meter, this is the range. Range is 800 meter. This is the range. Now, if it find the displacement of summit point from the point of projection. Point of projection. So we have to find this point, displacement of this point. The point at which the height is maximum is called summit point. So from figure OB, this distance is equal to 1 by 2 of range. 1 by 2 of range. So we will find this, which is 400 meter. Height is 300 meter. So summit point, according to Pythagoras theorem, this is the displacement. I will change the color. This is the displacement. This is the displacement. By Pythagoras theorem, OA by Pythagoras theorem, OA is equal to OB square, OAB square. 400, 300, you will get the answer. This is very important from paper point of view. Calculate the angle of projection for which kinetic energy at the highest point of its trajectory is equal to 1/4 of its kinetic energy at the point of projection. For example, this diagram is given. Net velocity when projected is v. Velocity of a body at the highest point is v prime, v cos theta. This is the supposition. Kinetic energy of the body when projected is Ke. Kinetic energy of the body at the highest point is Ke prime. This is written only. From the given condition, kinetic energy at the highest point of its trajectory is equal to 1/4 of its kinetic energy at the point of projection. This is the initial kinetic energy, and this is the final kinetic energy. The kinetic energy at this point is Ke, and kinetic energy at this point is Ke prime. It is, and the energy at this point is 1/4 of the kinetic energy at this point. 1/4. So kinetic energy is equal to 1/4 of kinetic energy at the highest point. So this kinetic energy is equal to half mv prime square, because the velocity at the highest point is v prime, which is equal to v cos theta. So write v half mv square by putting the value of v cos theta, and this you will get the value. You will get this theta is equal to 60 degree. I will explain only one point. this point have two components: horizontal components, which is v cos theta, vertical component, which is 0, vy, vx. So v prime is equal to vy vertical component plus vx horizontal component. So write vx cos theta, only v cos theta. Let's say v cos theta. And there, the velocity have vertical component as horizontal component. So 1 by 4, you will take the whole kinetic energy. Now, now, look students, this is the first numerical. In this you will basically use the formula is equal to V average N to T. One, you will use this formula, and second, average velocity will be calculated by using Vi plus At plus V divided by 2. You can solve this numerical. In this numerical, you should know about second equation of motion. If you know second equation of motion, calculate the distance during first second, second second, and the third second, and subtract the distance traveled during the second second from the third second. You will get the distance, the actual distance. Now, in the last equation, in the third numerical, we will use V is equal to Vi plus At. V is equal to Vi plus At. V is equal to Vi plus At. And then you will use the second equation again. You will calculate the time. Then by using this equation and then by factorizing. Now, this is a graphical representation. You have to calculate the acceleration during OA, during BC, and the distance during this journey. So you can do it by two methodologies. Either using these equation, you can find the total distance traveled, or by calculating the area of trapezium. Area of trapezium. Area of trapezium. You can calculate the distance traveled. Area of trapezium, remember students, area of trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to area of trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 sum of parallel side. Sum of parallel sides multiplied by distance between these two parallel sides. Distance between these two parallel sides. If these are parallel sides, this is the distance between parallel sides. So the distance from this point to this point and this point C and D point. You will take sum of this side and multiply it with the distance between these two sides. Now in third you will use equation of impulse. You can calculate this distance. Now we want to calculate the momentum. So for momentum, the formula is very simple. P is equal to mv. P is equal to mv. You will use this equation. And second, if you want to calculate the force, for force we will use equation del P divided by del T. You can sort out this numerical now. Now, in this is very important. 3.9 is very important from paper point of view, in which horizontal height of projectile is equal to range of projectile. This is the condition. Now again, the maximum height traveled by a projectile this is the maximum height, this is the range of projectile. You have to calculate the displacement of summit point. Summit point is at which height is maximum. So you will use Pythagoras theorem. You will solve this numerical and you will get the answer. And finally, the kinetic energy at this point, the condition is kinetic energy at the highest point is 1 by 4 the kinetic energy at the lowest point. Using this equation, you can find the angle. So using this equation, this is the condition. If you remember the condition, you can do it. Now again see, here you will use S is equal to V average into T. By using this equation, you can find the distance traveled during this journey, and this journey. This journey, this one, and this one. You can find the distance. Here you will use second equation of motion. Here you will use first equation of motion. Here you use again second equation of motion and factorization. Here is a graphical method. If you know the equation for area of trapezium, you can calculate the value. Here you will use third equation of motion, first equation of motion, equation of impulse, again equation of momentum, and definition in term of force can be used, in term of momentum can be used. This is Pythagoras theorem. This is the condition of the question. So if you use first equation of motion, second equation of motion, and third equation of motion, you can do it. So remember, V is equal to, remember that if you know the first equation of motion, the second equation of motion, third equation of motion, you can do this numerical, these numericals. I will write these equation for you people, and these equation are V is equal to Vi plus At. I will write here V is equal to Vi plus At. This equation is used. This is equal to Vit plus half. This is equal to Vit plus half At square. These equation can be used. F is equal to del P divided by del T is used. And one more, S is equal to V average into T is used. These equations are used by using all the numericals can be solved by these equation of motion. So remember students, if you know first equation of motion, second equation of motion, and third equation of motion, you can do these numericals. So try it. If any ambiguity, then ask in Zoom class. Thank you students. Allah Hafiz.